Okay, hello everyone. My name is Rahab from MMM Africa Guided School. This is business game presentation for batch 137 and batch 138. I am here with my colleague, Mr. Kudzai Odakani. So for everyone who's here tonight with us, we'd like to thank you so much for taking this for taking a time to be here with us tonight. And we would like to congratulate each and every one of you who's been here from day one up until this day. Okay guys, today's business game presentation, maybe some of you do not know what's going to happen. We've been having business game from day one and day two, which is yesterday and the day before yesterday. No, not the day before yesterday, the previous Saturday that we had. Alright, we had business game day one, and then Monday we had business game day two. So on these business games, every batch was given a task to resolve as a batch with all the participants in it, and you were given a document for you to edit it and for you to give responses and solutions. Right. So this day, it's a very important day because you are here to tell us your journey that you were given to take in the MMM Africa Guided School in the business game. Right. So the people that you have chosen in your batch, which are your batch representatives, they're here to give us a document and for them to present what they came about in the document. Right. So as we have batch 137, we have Mr. Daniel. Mr. Daniel, as you have already shared your document here, we're just going to view it, and you can just go through the document and tell us your journey. What did you guys do? How did it all happen? And what solution did you come with? All right. So in regards to this day, you don't really need to read everything out to us. You just need to do a summary, make it special, make it very lovable, make it more understanding. Do not read the document out to us, but explain nicely what had happened in your journey of a business game. All right. So, Mr. Kudzai, do you have anything to ask, sir?
Well, thank you, Mentor Rahab.
Or anything to say?
I don't have much to say. You've said everything that's needed to be said. I just wanna thank everyone who made it this far from day one up to tonight. Okay, I just wanna wish you all the best. Remember, this is your passport to guide the status, so you need to make it straight on point. I don't have anything much more to add, Mentor Rahab. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Mr. Daniel, you can always unmute your mic. You are the only one who's allowed to unmute your mic and tell us your journey in the business game. What did you come about with you and your colleagues in batch 137? Thank you so much, guys. Please, no one is allowed to speak at this moment. Daniel is the only human that's allowed to speak and the mentors of Guided School. Daniel, you may please start. We are here. If you need anything, you can ask questions on the message box and then we'll be able to assist you in any way. All the best, batch 137.
Hello, good evening. My name is Daniel from Nigeria. Hello. Yes, myself and my batch 137, we are here to present the document on the business game. Before I continue, let me observe all protocols. I recognize the presence of Rahab and our mentor, Kudzai. Yes, we were able to come up with solutions to the different tasks. The first task was just asking us how we could establish the MMM platform on a new country. And we used Nigeria as an instance. And we have some starting resources, internet connection, a team, the knowledge that we have achieved or gained from the school, and $50,000. So from our resolutions as batch 137, we are able to come to a consensus that we need to create a website in the new country of entry. Nigeria, for instance, is the one we picked and we used. Now, after creating that website, how do you now get the audience of the people, or the people in the country? We also talk about awareness campaigns, how we can enlighten them on the importance of having MMM established in the country. Now, we also agreed, we also decided to discuss with our team members that we should all create platforms, create groups on different platforms like the Facebook, the Twitter, the LinkedIn, and the rest of them. We agreed that as guiders or as graduates from the school, we should be able to create platforms where we can preach or promote the ideologies of the MMM, so that people will now know the importance of it and be partakers in the community. Now, aside that, we also said in order to motivate these participants, that we should coordinate or organize social events like competitions in order to promote or encourage these participants to add more seriousness, or to be serious, to have to invite people to the platform. Then we also went further to say there are all these institutions, all these university websites, school websites, all these platforms. We can use that as means for us to promote it by organizing social events like competitions within those platforms, where we promote the ideologies and people that are able to be outstanding. So we organize we organize competitions in universities. We go to all these universities, all these platforms, and encourage and promote the ideologies of MMM. And we encourage participants that are outstanding by giving them printed T-shirts, by giving them gifts in order to encourage them to do more than they have done. We also said that there are other media outlets, places like all these television stations, all these on-air platforms, where we can just create the awareness by talking to the persons. Now, we are also to enlighten them that the government of the country does not want that the citizens of the country to be financially free, meaning that they want a particular sect to actually control what happens. With that, they think they can actually regulate things and be in control all the time. The same thing with banks. Banks also operate like that. They want to always be in charge. They want to always control people. And our job as guiders that are in a country are meant to enlighten people on these issues, to make them understand that just because we are no longer on cuffs or on chains doesn't mean we are not slaves. We are actually slaves in the financial world. And the ideology that MMM is here to actually remove that that financial slavery, to make everybody equal, where everybody, irrespective of your class, can actually partake and be participants in the MMM community. And okay, so and we made it very clear that all guiders should at least be given a target to register or to recruit about 20 persons within the first week of our entry into the new country. That they should at least register about 20 persons within the week. That if we have targets, we can actually meet up with these demands. We also said that the banks and government are selfish, that they don't actually work for the good of the platform. So this platform, we have to at least encourage them, to make them understand the essence and the benefits they can derive from this platform. We recruit more members as guiders and help to manage them. We use platforms like the blog, the bloggers, the YouTube, and several other social media to actually promote the activities of the MMM. Not forgetting the fact that we are going to first of all enlighten them, to make them understand the kind of society we live in, that we live in a slaveholding society, where the people that are not printing the currencies, they are being made slaves. They work tirelessly, they work endlessly for the survival of the people at the top. Meanwhile, the people at the top that work very less, they have limited work. They tend to control and regulate how these participants or how these citizens of the country to behave. So MMM is there to enlighten them, to make them understand these certain things, and make them believe and join the fight, or and join the cause to make financial apocalypse something of the past, to make everybody be free, to live in a free world where finance can be controlled by everybody, irrespective of your class and your status in the society.
Hello, Daniel, are you okay? Please, guys, don't view your videos. We don't have time. Eh? Only Daniel is allowed to present. Daniel, are you there? Are you still with us? Yes, you may proceed. You may proceed with your presentation, but please summarize it and make it, make it very nice. Don't read everything. If you're going to read everything, you won't understand clearly. Just present to us your document. All right. You may proceed, Mr. Daniel.
Thank you very much. Let me continue. I was just distracted by the video feed from Mr. Damlai. All right, so after entering the new country and doing all these things in order to establish the platform, after a week, the contributions we are encouraging under regulations of the normal 30% growth and all that. Now, after 3 weeks, in order to make requirements payments for older participants, it's necessary for us to write out our plans for the next 3 weeks. Okay. So we also went further for the tax too, that we should aggressively campaign on different platforms. Every member of the team should aggressively be involved or be engaged in the campaign in order to make people, to encourage people to partake in the system. Social events, like I said earlier, should be conducted on campuses and different platforms, either the university websites, so that we can actually promote these ideologies of the MMM. And at the long run, after all these presentations of the ideologies, for people that are outstanding, we can encourage them with printed T-shirts and all that. We also agree that each guide should at least organize seminars or training, competitions within among their downliners, in order to encourage them to actually understand the ideologies of the MMM and why it should be and it should come to stay. Now, we also said that there should be promo tax, and this promo tax, participants should be made to actually partake in them, because it helps us to promote the ideologies of the MMM Global. So all these promo tags help to showcase on different platforms like the YouTube, the Facebook. Each time we upload all these videos of this promo tag, all these testimonies from participants, it helps to actually advertise and tell them that MMM actually is real and it has come to stay, and it has come actually for good, to actually remove or eliminate or silence that financial inequality in order to make everybody to be financially free. Now, we also said that as guiders, we should endeavor to make our participants to always give testimonies. If they have provided help and they actually get help later, they should give their testimonies, because these testimonies tend to encourage participants to actually take part in the system. And they should also write letters of happiness, and this letter of happiness should be always published on the website, so that anybody that visits the website can actually see them and actually know that these things are happening and they are real, so that they can now take part in the system. Now, after like a month of all these events, on the basis of the results we have had, we have to calculate the rate of growth and the level or the number of participants that have actually take part in the system. All right, that we also agree that we should encourage them so that they can, within their personal offices, they can promote they can do the promoters now to encourage people. Then we also said that when the level of pH must be at least 30% more than the GA, so that there will be enough money to meet up the demands of the old participants, to meet up the payment of the old participants. We have to encourage them to pay something, so that we can use that to settle the old participants. We also said that consultants should be recruited from the downliners. All these participants in our downlines, we need to encourage them to recruit them to be consultants, so that they can as well assist in attending to questions from other participants. Because definitely the participants will have questions to ask. They will have difficulties and they want to ask these questions. The swift response to these questions will now enable them to actually know that this thing is actually real and it is genuine. So only the guidance cannot do it alone, but as a team, we can actually recruit members from our downlines to be consultants, so that they can help. After we have trained them on the ideologies, we have made them to actually understand the ideologies of MMM. They can now assist in answering all these questions that are asked by our downline. Now we also look at a scenario where maybe the funds we have to now meet up that payment is now limited, maybe because of a holiday that is forthcoming. Now the restrictions into the system is now reduced. It's now caused by almost 75%. So how do you now meet up the payment for those past the old participants? Now so that at this point we need to make them understand that because of these reasons, because of the holiday that is coming, because of the festive period, at least people are now getting scared and they want to get the business of providing help. So if we encourage them, I'll make them understand the dividend, to make them understand the importance of this thing, they can actually take part and be part of it. They can be providing help. Now we also said that there should be bonuses, holiday bonuses, so that will encourage people to provide help within this festive period. Like we know that during every festive period, people need money, so they want to get help more than the way they provide help. But if there are all these bonuses that are now made to get when they provide help in that festive period, more persons will be encouraged to provide help in order to tap from the bonus. So they will be encouraged to now provide help. We also said that another way is to enlighten them that prior to this period, we should enlighten them, make them understand that it's not about getting help. It's about at least sustaining this system. Remember, the system has come for good. It makes everybody to be equal at the platform level, to make everybody to actually appreciate what it is. But the bottom line is we make them to understand, to actually appreciate what the system is all about. That they can now encourage more people to enroll into the system. Then whenever they get help, they should give testimonies, record videos that the guiders and other participants of the system can now actively publicize, make it public in order to promote the ideologies of the system. Now we also say that if all these things we have done, all these plans in place do not actually work out, and the contribution is still reduced to, it's still going down more and more, what do we do? We now actually say that everything boils down to sensitization, to enlighten people on the importance of this platform and to make them know the strength of the platform. If they know the strength of it, they'll be able to push harder. They'll be able to work harder in order to make sure that the platform is sustained. Why would they want to do that? Because they know MMM has come to stay. MMM is real, and MMM is trying to make everybody to be stable. MMM creates a platform where they can be helped as long as they help others. So they want it to sustain. They want the sustainability of it. So if you can keep enlightening them, just to enlighten them, to make them actually understand the advantages, I believe they will actually register more people. So no matter how reduced it is, it will encourage the old participants to actually try to create something in order for the platform not to now be for the platform not to be discontinued. They want it to be sustained. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Daniel. Okay, thank you very much. You finished. How many tasks did you do? Did you do up to task number 5? Okay, if you did up to task number 5, you're going to need someone also from batch 137 who's going to do task number 6 and task number 7. The person's just going to do those 2 tasks and then we wrap it up for batch 137. Do you have anyone who's going to present task number 6 and 7?
I want
Daniel,
to do number task 6.
Sorry?
I want to do number task 6. Task 6.
Okay, no problem, sir. You may proceed. You can say your name and introduce yourself to us, and then you can start with task number 6.
Hello, my name is Amuson Damnare. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
We can hear you. You may proceed.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Amuson Damnare from Nigeria. I'm a student and I'm participating in Nigerian MMM. Okay, I want to continue with task 6. During this month, delay in payment increased to 7 days. The viral activity is almost reduced to 0. The old member do not attract anyone and do not make contribution to. In virtue of the situation, a pause mode is implemented in which all the old mafros are frozen and will be available for withdrawal when the situation will be right itself. Now contribution grows as per old conditions are not frozen and available as usual. Make your plan of action for another month. Resources, contribution with members, etc. You have 30 minutes to pay. All guidance must keep on. This is the solution for the tax number 6. All guidance must keep on broadcasting both online and offline the paid macros and soliciting for higher donation from members. The guidance should really form groups in the internet where they will post all their own activities of PH and GH to encourage people that what they are telling them is real. All guidance should screenshot and paste paid macros, and hereby encouraging people to increase their donations since the system has bounced back to normal. There is immense need to encourage the old members to pay little amounts of money and also bring a new member. No percentage should be placed on the amount of to PH in order to GH previously. Macro as this word be against the free will donation. Instead, everyone should be asked to just PH substantially in order to review the system. At least no one wants to lose the increased margin. Seminar should be held on what mode is by guiders and reviewers, and also seminar should be held that the participant money is not going to any central account of MMM. The money just moves from one participant to the other. All participants in the MMM community should be enlightened on the different modes in MMM and the reason why these modes are active. Trading in MMM should make note to participants so they would understand and work to upload anything that is aimed in strengthening the MMM community. Disseminating of the right information is key. Should I continue with task 7? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can continue. It's okay. You can continue.
Okay. Alright. Tax 7. Despite your efforts have been insufficient to reverse the situation, a restart took place. All the old macro are removed. We start to work from the beginning. Seriously negative impacts of the members and in on favorable response. One or two negative articles in the mass media are you have to make a fresh start. In such condition, a plan of action under specific condition for a month. This is the solution for tax 7. We do not let our gouge down and keep promoting the holding the ideology of MMM. Clearly, starting this at its advantages on all social platforms, as well as websites where we would gain audience. Before we come to that stage, we need to educate our downlines about MMM ideology. Tell them MMM is not a ban, it's not a central bank, it is not an investment. Proper enlightenment on the chaos of the restart and possible ways to prevent it in the nearest future. It would make participants to understand the MMM community more and the actions that will prevent a possible recurrence. Give participants assurance that the restart will lead to a stronger MMM community because we are going to be starting battle and more enlightened. We will also give participants the confidence that we are working on for a better and stronger MMM community, and everybody will be carried along at the end. In spite of such negativities, as participants and guardians alike that knows and appreciate the work of MMM in the life of the common man, we will stand firm to uphold the MMM ideology. Its advantages should make known and publicized on all possible social platforms to show that a little setback does not make something good entire bad. Also show that the government and banks do not have the citizens at heart and would stop at nothing to discourage and fight against the financial inequalities that the MMM community reaches. And that if we participants and guardians alike do not strict to rebuild the MMM community afresh, we would end up returning to the states where slavery is the talk of the day. Even though the chains are not visible, where a few persons control the flow of cash, while others work endless for a little that is never much. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Yes, Amusa, we can hear you. Thank you so much for presenting to us tonight. All the best to batch 137. We're just gonna move on to batch 138. Mr. Daniel, can you please mute your mic? Please mute your mic, please, I beg. Alright guys,
Hello.
we're going to move to, yes.
Yeah.
We're going to move on to batch 138. Guys.
Number what?
Can we have, Amusa, can we help you?
I can hear you right now.
Yes, we thank you very much for your presentation. Please mute your mic. Thank you very much.
All right, I'm with my mic.
Thank you.
Hello.
Okay,
yeah. One. Hello.
Okay, guys. We're just gonna move on to batch 137. We'll be having that document. The batch 138. Can you please share your document with us here in the message box down below? Let me just share it. Because okay. If you are from batch 138, can you just say your name and let us know that.
Good evening. Good evening. My name is Priscilla Matambanaz and I'm going to be presenting on behalf of batch 138. I'm not very technologically gifted, so I don't know how to put it in the box to send the document. But I'm sure my other colleagues will help me with that.
Okay, I just shared the document, Priscilla. Just introduce yourself and continue with the document.
Okay, thank you very much. Just looking at task 1, I think I'll just hit the nail straight in. I'm going to be combining what's on the document and other stuff that we're unable to obviously add on. It says that you've received all the information needed in order to develop MMM Global. The new country will be Nigeria as a starting resource you have.
Priscilla, you know your connection is very weak. We can hardly hear you. I don't know what's happening, but we can't hear you properly. You break a lot. Priscilla, are you there?
Can you
hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but when you speak and then you break, so I don't know if it's your network connection or what, or maybe it's the area that you're at. We can't hear you clearly. You're breaking.
Okay, please just guide me and let me know if you can't hear me again. So I just read the question out. Now I'm just going to do the solution.
No problem.
Okay, so we have delegated responsibilities to every unit of our great team to create specialization and then synchronize on for a great synergy. Our units are, we have operations, we have marketing, we have media and public relations, human resources, and social media marketing. Our will be sent to Nigeria to start up MMM Nigeria. The team will develop a plan of action for a week, which will run for 7 days. In order to understand the Nigeria, we are focusing on Lagos State, which is the heartbeat of the country. The venue of the 7 days offline program will be TBS Square, and in present we would have some top citizens to grace the occasion. The offline presence of MMM will be conducted with a lot of passion, dancing, fly meal, gift flyers will also be given out. The online presentation will be taken care of by all social media platforms, our Facebook, Twitter, and etc. Of all the 7 days, we should have at least 1,000 sign-offs with the half PH. This would be our task 1, sorry. And then we would also create a fan page on social media for MMM Lagos team, would create a video on YouTube to promote the meeting in Lagos, would create good Facebook posts and boosts with YouTube videos, would target the right people in the posts that will look at the video, would create a Google Hangout or a webinar on Google and do a post that will run for a week on Facebook. Would also do the MMM ideology presentation on the webinar and do webinars 3 times a day for like a week. We intend to use the assistance of an interpreter so that we use their vernacular languages so that people don't miss anything when we present in the first week to communicate in other languages. We shall also use online language tutorials to improve our conversations in English. Then we look at economic policies and norms of the country. These shall be properly studied along with interested locals of Nigeria in order to have proper information to guide the MMM Nigeria community properly. We shall bear in mind that the local currency value is $1 to 317 Nairas. Therefore, $300 will be 95,100 as an assumption. I will move on to task 2. A week has passed, you are a foreman, and the average contribution of a participant to the structure is around $100. Under the regulations of MMM Global, you must provide at least 30% growth in terms of participants' payments, starting with the first contributions. Your task is to calculate how many new members and contributions you have to ensure in the next 3 weeks in order to be able to make the required payments to the older participants. It is necessary to write down your plan of actions for the next 3 weeks. Under the above conditions stated, point out what resources you need and how you're going to use them, the number of new participants and money raised during this period, what extra costs will you have, and how to attract them. For this task, the duration has obviously been stated as 3 weeks. The number of registrations per week, we're looking at an average of 300. Contribution will be $300, which is 95,100 Naira converted. The week one contribution will be $300, which is equal to $3,300, times 300, which is 90,000. First week registration bonus would be $20 times 300, and then 30% growth on contribution plus registration bonus, you get 90,000 times 90,000. The total GH pool would be $123,000. Maintaining a pace of 300 new registrations per week in 3 weeks, we have 3 times 300, which is 900 participants. The total contribution of 900 participants would be 900 multiplied by 300, which is equal to $270,000, which is, I think, 85,590 Naira. Therefore, the first week participants, total participants for a month, first week is 300, second 600, third week is 900, fourth week is 1,200. The participants in the first month will be 1,200. We need to calculate what needs to happen here. The crux of this question is that we need to calculate how many new members and contributions we have to ensure that in the next 3 weeks. We need to write down a plan of action for the next 3 weeks, our goals and benefits and how it works. And so I've already looked at that and explained in terms of the numbers that we're going to be using. And then we encourage referral activity by participants by emphasizing on referred bonuses. Then you hold online conferences and seminars to invite new participants and attend to clarification requests from participants. We also need to train and to support personnel and establish a low-cost online support center to take care of complaints and inquiries. The resources required, we need team logistics, we need data subscription, we'll need cameras and sound system for conferences, we'll need ICT experts to be trained as MMM Nigeria support, maybe 5 members to start with. We need tutors from the team, we need financial analysts to start forecast and financial projection in order to be informed of the work and to avoid a possible restart. Therefore, since only 1 week and 1 and 2 can be paid with the money raised, $270,000, we have to make up for the payments for other participants in the other weeks. So expenses for media, adverts, and seminar will come up to about $3,000. The budget was $33,000. The leftover will be $30,000. So we just start to maybe train managers on the ideology of MMM. We train them to use the marketing and promotions tool. We guide them to use the tool already developed to their advantage. We hold online seminars where we can get new ideas to get people in. And extra costs that we have will include accommodation, food and drink, car hire, and whole rent for additional expenses. Task 3. Okay, I was just checking if you can still hear me. A month has passed, you are 100th, the same plan for another month on the basis of the results of previous calculations. Taking into account the dynamics of growth, the number of new participants and contributions for the next 4 weeks. The solution: a total registration for the first month of 1,200 participants. Number of guiders trained, 20. Assuming same growth rate, number of new registrations for 4 weeks would be 1,200. 20 guiders, new registration at 40 registrations per guider, with then looking at 800. Total registration for the month will be 1,200 plus 800, which is equal to 2,000 participants. Total contribution for the month at 300 Naira. We move on to task 4. After 2 months, you have the number of participants and deposits that you have calculated. Now you can calculate what you need to organize within the next month. A week after the start of the month, there is the local holiday in Nigeria, which is celebrated during a week. Respectively, in this period, the activity of registration falls by 75%. Make a plan of action for a month. What resources and how you should use them, the right amount of contributions and participants for the development of the system. Due to the celebration, registration drops by 75%. Registration during festival is 25% of 500, which is equal to 125 participants. Difference in registration is 500 less 125, you get 375 participants. Therefore, to meet up with the setback, more registrations need to be made after the celebrations. Targeted number of added registrations will be 375 divided by 3 weeks, and we'll get 125. We'll do Google Hangouts 2 times a day using Facebook Post Boost and target new members to invite new people. Targeted number of participants per week will be 500 plus 125, which is equal to 625 participants. Planning is the foundation of success. So we made a plan ahead of the holiday and a new method set out to cover for that 1 week holiday period. Student leaders support services. The already trained managers helped in giving awareness and orientation to participants on the situation and reassure them of the honesty and healthiness of the community. We participated fully during the festival, sharing MMM flyers and also holding charity events to sensitize participants about MMM ideology. Despite the fact that your plan worked out, you do not have enough new registrations and new contributions to cover the cost of the current contributions. Moreover, you have a rate of contributions less 20%. It is necessary to analyze the plan of actions in the situation. What are the resources, how many participants, contributions, etc. needed to get the situation resolved? Due to lack of funds, there are delays in payments. The old participants seeing that neither make their own contributions nor attract new members. Describe your plan of action for the next 1 month. What actions will you invent and what actions you will actually take? State the amount of provided help and registration that are expected in this month. The solution would be to inspire the old members to do contributions and to get new members. We'll first publish MMM adverts on the official website. Get them to attend a guided school to learn how to build a team. We'll do Facebook Post Boost and tag old members to attend a hangout to invite new members. News like get $10 extra for registration. That's new incentives. Then for old registration, make the macro post and make extra task compulsory before GHO register 2 new members each. Get them to attend a guided school to learn how to build the team and do a Facebook post and tag old members to attend a hangout to invite new members. We can also have a lottery here. I think we left that out. We can also have a lottery that would encourage people to keep on participating. And then moving along to task 6. During this month, delay in payments increased anyone and do not make contributions to. In virtue of this situation, a pause mode is implemented in which all the old Mavros are frozen and will be available for withdrawal when the situation will right itself. New contributions grow as per old conditions, are not frozen and available as usual. Make your plan of action for another month. Resources, contributions, members, etc. Okay, the solution would be to avoid panic. We must prevent unnecessary panic by the old participants. We need to educate members on what pause mode is, complete transparency of MMM, award participants on contributions they regularly PH and GH. Mavro will grow if it is not frozen for 72 hours after PH request has been made. We can make a contribution by table MMM action once only. Here, the resource that we use is that we'll make a presentation. Once it's pause mode, no one will be able to get help. So even if one provides help, there will not be any merging. Stake more impact in the ideology of MMM to the people. Tell and explain the reason for the pause mode and the possible solutions. And then in terms of contributions, you make every member to at least contribute the minimum amount that they can. And new members should PH the minimum that will give them the registration bonus. In terms of registration, sprang up means for bonus to motivate new members and put login nails or restrictions, which is to be opened if link for the new registrations are posted on social network to invite new participants. We can send messages in their POs that there is a pause and that old Mavros are frozen. Inspire existing active members to bring in at least 5 new members of maybe 6,000 existing members. Task 7. Despite your efforts having been insufficient to reverse the situation, a restart took place. All the old Mavros are removed. We start to work from the beginning. Serious negative impacts of the members and unfavorable responses, 1 or 2 negative articles in the mass media, and you have to make a fresh start in such conditions. A plan of action under specified conditions for a month. Okay, the solution here would be to remain calm and do not respond to any negative publications about MMM in the media. You always hope for the best. If old people quit, let them quit and start to work with the people that are left behind and still believe in the system. Pretend that you have opened MMM for the first time in Nigeria. Get the old members to regroup. Create a post on Facebook about a motivational speaker. This will be on the Hangouts to inspire people not to give up and to start over. Do a post boost to all, the old and to the new people, that they can attend the Hangout. You should not panic. You should stay calm and create a goal to talk to new people and explain the ideology of MMM to them first so they will understand how it works. You do a hangout about Bitcoins and how it works and why it is better to work with Bitcoin, which is a digital currency, as opposed to working with hard cash. It is safer to provide help. It is safer to provide help in Bitcoins because no one can hack your local bank account and the value grows on supply and demand. You need to make research and check on what the media is saying, check comments of people, and meet some local people and see their opinion. Work on the site in the aspect of fake proof of payments. Bonuses should be reduced. Guiders should have restrictions. Encourage members to register again. Give assurance of a better system and confirmation mode. 24 hours consultancy, etc. A month has 4 weeks. So week 1, you'd make a publication and host a webinar seminars. Host webinar seminars, both online and offline presentations. And then you'd encourage all participants to PH, no matter how small it may be, to bring back the system again, obviously. Appointing of guiders and consultants with minimal bonus and payments, which they will be the first to GH from the community. Presentation in both rural and urban environments, telling them the main benefits of MMM. Monitor the people providing help in each structure to know the strength of people in the community. And then in week 3, we need to merge the participants that provided help during the first week, if possible, 3% of them. Then in week 4, you just appoint guiders and consult in the system to the one that has already been there. Inspire the old members to contribute and to keep on recruiting. Thank you very much.
Unmuted.
Wow, absolutely amazing. Thank you very much, Priscilla. Thanks to everyone who was in batch 138 who took an opportunity to prepare the task and to do everything. And Priscilla, thank you so much for presenting from task number 1 up to task number 7. Okay, and thank you so much to Mr. Daniel, who was in batch 137, and to Mr. Amusa, the people who came in and did their thing. All right. So guys, as you had seen the document, I believe that you have read out whatever that they have to present here. This is very important in the guidance school. This is very important in your life, in the journey of MMM. This is what makes you to be rooted, to be a real soldier in MMM. It shows the things that we're currently facing in our communities, the attacks that we get from the media and the attacks that we get from the government and the banks and everything. You can just hear the business game speaking to you alone, and for you to visit yourself that I'm coming this far because I know the ideology of MMM. I'm doing this with all my heart because I know the ideology of MMM. So the business game, they make you to be stronger. They help you to be able, they prepare you to be able to face whatever storm that you're going to face in the future. All right. So guys, when you have time, go back to your document, read from task number 1 up to the last task, and ask yourself who you are in the MMM community. Then you know the answer. All right. So I don't know if we have our colleagues here from MMM South Africa Guidance School, but I know that Mr. Kudzai is here, Mr. Olakani Kudzai is here, and I'm not sure if we have other mentors from that we're working with. All right, so Mr. Kudzai, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to air out my last words to batch 137, batch 138. For the presenters for batch 137, Daniel and Amisan, that was very nice of you guys. Thank you for standing up for your class. That was straight on point. We really appreciate all your efforts. And for batch 138, Priscilla, that was a very good job. It was excellent. I did enjoy your presentation. That was very nice. Okay, since it seems that it's only the two of us, me and Mentor Rahab, I'm not sure if other officials are going to join us tonight, but in case they'll be joining us anytime soon or later, just want to say 1-2 few words before we get to wrap up. Okay, for batch 137, okay, and batch 138 as well. Oh, this was our last day. This was our last day, and it was our last meeting. So with this big business games presentation, like the one you just did right now, that's the end of the classes. That's the end of the classes. You did come up with your document. You did come up with solutions and ideas to counter attack all the problems that you were given. That was very nice. Very, very good. It shows that you guys do know how to work as a team. We did so. We did hear Priscilla presenting for batch 138, but I'm sure she's not the one who prepared all by herself. They worked as a team. Batch 137, we saw we had Daniel and Amisan coming together. They combined it. You did combine it as a class. So remember, this community is all about working together. We are a community. Without Mental Rehab, there's no community. Without me, there's no community. Without Priscilla, Daniel, so our community is between you and me. If it's only Mental Rehab, then there's nothing. She can do nothing on her own. We work together, and you did show us all those qualities when you did the business games presentation and day 1 and day 2 as well as the presentation. So wherever you go, whatever you do, you need to know that this community exists with both sides of the coin. It's not all about one person. It's not all about Mr. Mavrodi, but it's you and me. As Mentor Rahab was saying just now, that when you have your time, I recommend that you need to make some time, so that you need to revisit the document, read everything that we did share with. We did share all the solution that we did, so you can get to understand the community on a depth of knowledge. Okay, so that's all that I had to share, Mentor Rahab. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Mr. Kudzai, are you there? I think we are done because no one is here.
Okay, maybe the since it shows that we have time, we began earlier. Maybe the guys want to say something, maybe questions or one and two before we wrap up. What do you think? We just need to give them maybe 10 or 5 minutes. Mental Rehab.
Okay, listen guys, now we're going to give you an opportunity to say something about the guidance school and the experiences that we have. You're not going to take too much of time, ne? You just say your name in the message box. When we pick you, you can speak. You are not allowed to speak unless if we say your name. Right. If you have anything to say in regards to the guidance school, no questions. Anything that you need to say about the guidance school. No questions, just if you have something to ask, you can write your name in the message box, then we'll pick you so that you can speak.
Hello, good evening, Mr. Olokins and Rahab TK. Hello, good evening.
Yes.
My question is this: can I switch my account from maybe like Nigerian to China MMM? Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, I just want to ask if I can. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello.
You said you want to switch to China.
Yeah. Yes. Can I switch my account from Nigeria to China?
How is that possible? Where are you? Where are you? Are you in China?
I'm Nigeria.
No, you can't switch your account to China. If you want to have downliners in another country or in another state, you can always share your referral link. That's the only thing. That do not open an account in China because we'll be having multiple accounts.
All right. Thank you.
Good evening, Rahab.
Okay. Yes, sir, Kelvin. How are you?
I'm fine. I struggled to get in.
Yes, sir.
Hello? I'm so sorry. I struggled to get in. The network was disturbing me.
No problem.
So what is the task now?
Nothing. We're done. Just asking if you have something to ask or say. Like here on the meeting, you can always say because we still have a few seconds.
Okay. My major question is if like the post mode that is in Nigeria now, how can they revive it? How can they revive participants to participate in MMM, as in to revive the spirit?
I think Mr. Kudzai will answer that. Mr. Kudzai, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. I'm right here. Would you kindly rephrase the question? Yes. Would you kindly rephrase the question? Would you kindly rephrase?
Sir?
Yes, kindly rephrase the question. Come again.
Okay, I should rephrase the question.
Yes.
Okay, I said like in Nigeria now. Hello, like in Nigeria now, where the account is frozen, where we cannot withdraw the 2016 MAV rules.
how can we how can it be revived? How can it be revived? As in, how can participants have trust to put in more money in MMM?
Okay, thank you for coming up with a question like that, Kelvin. Well, there are a lot of ways to motivate your downliners as a guider. You guys, you did the business games. You had fellow prospective guiders like you. You shared ideas, and etc. And you did notice that during on day one and day two of business games, we had tasks, all the scenarios we do first now and then in our community. Remember that this community that we are in, it's a free will. No one is forced to do nothing. People do whatever they do or PH on their own free will. Okay, so for you to motivate your downliners, one of the other ideas that you can have is you can start by PHing yourself. You can PH, create a WhatsApp group, show all your downliners the transaction you're doing yourself as a guider. You lead by example. You cannot just wake up and say people PH or something like that, but you're not doing nothing yourself. Okay, so for startup,
Okay.
you need to show by example. Anything that you need your downliners to do, you need to show them by example. That way you make a very exceptional good leader.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you for
And guys,
that question.
another thing, ne? We
Yes.
cannot always have answers to your questions. You know, you have your guidance, you have your referrer, you have people that you need to speak to. We have online consultant that you can ask questions to. We are just here to educate you about the guidance school. We cannot have all the questions that you might be having. I've always advised the people in my batch that I cannot answer questions about your PO, about your guide, about fake proof of payments and everything. In the system, you have support. You can communicate with support. You can communicate on the website with online consultant. You can always communicate with your guider. You can always communicate with your referrer. But we are just here to educate you about how the system works and to make you who you are in your MMM journey. Right. So guys, do you have
Okay.
any questions?
Thank
Abraham
you.
wanted to ask a question. Abraham Yusuf, you may ask, sir. Thank you, Kelvin.
Okay, thank you, Rahab.
No problem. Abraham Yusuf, are you there? Does anyone have anything to ask? If you have something to ask, yeah.
Hello. There is someone in
Hello.
chat that he said he wants to ask question. Mr. Yusuf, can you please hello? There is someone in
Yes.
chat message. He said he can't speak. So he wants to ask question, but he said he can't speak. From where is he watching it?
No.
Where is he joining the meeting?
If
Can you please help
okay,
us go through?
Yeah, Anusa, if the guy can't speak, what
Okay,
Yusuf, ne? Let me just unmute him and see if he can
Mr.
speak.
Yusuf.
Yusuf, ne?
Mr. Yusuf Ibrahim. Mr. Yusuf Ibrahim, he said
Ibrahim,
he wants to
yes,
ask question, but he's unable to
I
speak.
understand.
Hello, good evening. Hello,
Yes,
good evening.
Yusuf. Yes, how are you?
Good evening. Work well done. But I would like to ask about the Mafro, Nigeria Mafro for 2016. How can the participant make it possible for withdrawing? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Mentor Kudzai, you may answer Yusuf.
Yeah, yeah. Mr. Kudzai, Mentor Kudzai, are you there? Hello?
Yes,
Hello, can
Yes,
you hear
we
me?
are here.
yes, I can hear you.
Good evening.
I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm hearing you now.
Thank you for.
I'm hearing you.
Okay, guys. Thank you for your question, Mr. Yusuf. Well, as you all know, it's triple. As you all can see, we are from Triple M South Africa Guidance School. Okay, Priscilla wants to speak after Yusuf. Okay, we're from Triple M South Africa Guidance School. So technically, we are like me and Mentor Rahab and the rest of Triple M South Africa Guidance School,
Yes.
all the mentors are from Triple M South Africa, and we don't have a know-how, or we don't have POs in Nigeria or accesses, but though we operate on the same structure, the only thing that I can recommend you guys is you listen to your you read all the updates in your PO, as well
nice.
as talk with the consultants on Nigerian website. That's where you get all the answers on what exactly is going on in Nigeria and how to execute and come up with solutions. Okay, so for now, just get in touch or keep in touch with your guiders or your upliners, then everything will be just fine. Everything will be just fine. When I get updates from the mentors group where everyone is across Africa, I will give you a feedback in our batch. I will keep you posted. You're always um, you are always advised.
Yeah, Mentor Kudzai.
You're always advised not.
Mentor Kudzai.
Yes.
Priscilla here wants to answer Yusuf. I think he has a good answer for Yusuf.
Yeah,
Priscilla, you may answer him before.
I did. So that I just wanted to say that after after we're done with the classes, guys, you don't need to leave your batch groups. You don't need to leave your batch groups. We'll always keep in touch. So whatever updates we have or whatever heads up, we will always share on your Skype platform. Okay, Priscilla, you can unmute your microphone and add what you have on the question at hand. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mentor Kudzai. I was just going to say that having attended the business, at the guidance school, and having done the business games, and for us to still be asking such questions is very concerning, because I think that is the crux of this school, to go and learn about things like the pause mode and restart. And I think, yes, we're doing it at school, but that is the real stuff that happens when we become MMM participants. And I think what I need to be saying to my colleague Yusuf is that what happens to the 2016 money, the answer, you can go find it on this presentation that we did, because it states what we need to do to be able to get out of a pause mode or to be able to get out to avoid a restart. I think that would be the best answer. Thank you.
Priscilla, that's an excellent answer. If I were to answer any questions in regards to the people's money that they're talking about that are in the system, most of the people are going to say, oh, she's protecting MMM, oh, she's speaking on behalf of MMM, oh, she's covering for it and everything and everything. I'm very happy that, Priscilla, you stood out and you had to say something about it. Because if it were to come from us, it were as if we are protecting and doing everything undercover. But then if it's coming from you, it brings life to us. Guys, whatever that you have questions to, it's in the business game document. It's in the guidance school. Whatever that you learned, you need to learn. And then you must know, guys, I am telling you this, and I'm still going to tell you in 10 years to come. When you help people to recruit them to be participants in our MMM community, you tell them that they must give help willingly. Here, it's not an investment scheme. MMM is not a business. MMM is not a company. If you say that I'm going to invest 1,000 rand, no, that's not how to speak. You provide help. Yes, Yusuf, I'm still talking. You will talk later. If you provide help, you must know that you're providing help. You will get help. You might not get help. That's how we work. So do not promise people heaven and earth. Now you're going to ask about the money that is in the system. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? All right, guys, we're going to close our meeting. We do not have any other thing to say more. Mentor Kudzai, I don't know if you have any questions. If you have any questions, you may ask us on Skype. We're always available. You can ask your questions there. We are closing our meeting for tonight. Yeah, and then thank you very much to everyone who attended our meeting. We have 21 participants who attended our meeting tonight. I think that's all, Mr. Kudzai, I have to say. If you have any questions, Amusana, please, I'm still talking.
Okay, so
I'm still speaking. If you have questions, ask on Skype. Now we are done with our business game presentation. Mentor Kudzai, do you have anything to ask or to say or to wrap up or whatever?
Okay,
You may say. If there is any question,
I
you'll
just
find it on Skype.
I just wanted to say, guys, that we will let you know about the deadline. We'll let you know about the deadline, but today is Tuesday. Probably by Friday, everyone should have submitted all their tasks and did the corrections. Then we'll close the task. After Friday, you won't be able to submit again. Okay, once it's done. We'll be marking, and anyone who failed from there will be moved to the failed student. So just make sure that your house is in order by Friday and all your tasks are submitted. We'll let you know if there are any changes, since we still need to confirm with Mr. Zwane. Then we'll let you know on our Skype platforms. As I said earlier, don't leave your Skype platforms, because we will still keep you posted on everything that you need to know as the time goes on. Thank you, Mentor Rahab. Thank you, Batch 137. Thank you, Batch 138, for attending the session tonight. Let's meet on Skype for if you still have any questions. Thank you, guys. Bye. All the best.
Thank you. Good night. Bye.